Hey, what's going on, guys? Archer Mark here, back with another Star Wars figure review, and I have another 6-inch scale Black Series figure. This is another very cool bounty hunter. This is Bossk, and I love this figure. This is quickly has become one of my favorite figures in my collection, period, and it's one of the best figures that Hasbro has done in this 6-inch Black Series line. Again, we'll give you a closer look in a moment. First, just show you the packaging real quick. Very standard at this point. There's your bubble. There's your little profile pic. Star Wars Black Series, figure number 10, Bossk. Hasbro logo. And we got, Star Wars.com, Disney, all that stuff. Cool image of Bossk. He doesn't have much screen time, but there's this something about this guy kind of resonates with people, kind of like with Boba Fett. His look is just so cool. A little bio here. Bossk is one of the bounty hunters hired by Darth Vader to search for the Millennium Falcon and its rebel crew. So there's the packaging. And just overall, this guy is just so cool looking. Just to show you, look at the facial sculpt. Just get on in there. They did such a great job with the eyes and the nose and all the scales. I love, it's basically kind of brownish skin, but he's got this black wash on there. And you go down and you have this flight suit, and there's all kinds of wires and tubing there. A little yellow, a little white, black, silver, red, all kinds of paint details and sculpting details, and it's just really well done. We got these little pieces down here by the ankles, and look at again the feet and the toes are all painted, and again you have that same brown black wash there. It matches the hands and the face. Just really well done. People have been raving about this figure from what I can see from other reviews. And again, just look at the sculpting there, just so well done. We got the emblem on that shoulder there, and same thing there. Just overall, I think this guy was very well done. He has the one accessory, is this very cool blaster rifle. It's all black. There's no extra paint detail, which would have been nice. But, at least we do have the shoulder strap, which is good. Okay. And I love, again, all the little details. The texture right here on the torso. And just the various wires and tubing and things like this. Just all little things that it's an A. Bordering on an A+. There's this little minor things like paint detail on the gun, which would have made this a complete home run. It's pretty much there as it is. This guy, okay, we're gonna go over articulation real quick. Now you have ball joint on the head, so left and right movement. He can look down. He can't move up too much. It's kind of hindered by this back piece here, so he doesn't have much movement up there, which is probably the one letdown in as far as articulation, but I think more of a looking down pose just looks better for this. You have articulation on the mouth. The jaw moves up and down, which is great, and you can see the design, the teeth, and the painting on the tongue, and just looks really great. I love that. Ball joints at the shoulders, and so in, out, up. You have single joints on the arms, and you have swivels at both wrists, and you do have hinge joints, nice and they're really tight on this one, but it's there. It doesn't go a full 90 degrees, so that's another kind of major minor gripe, I don't know, but other than that, you still get the swivel at the elbow. A little more there would have been good, but overall I think it's fine. You got a ball joint on the upper torso, which moves left and right forward and back, hindered a little bit by this, but you can see how flexible that is, and it moves with the figure. You know, I wouldn't want to push it too much because you don't want to break it, but I don't see it breaking very easily unless you're really pushing it. You got the hinge joints at the hips, which they go out a decent amount. You would think they'd be hindered more by this. It does hinder it a little bit, but not so much. Legs can move forward and move back a decent amount. You get upper thigh swivel, double hinge joints at the knees, and you got hinge joints at the ankles, and you do have the ankle pivot. So the figure is really well articulated. The elbow could have used a little bit more, but other than that, not bad. He holds the weapon really nice. It's very tight. Once you get it in, again, you have to sort of finagle the fingers, kind of pull them apart and get the gun in there. But once you have it in, it's a strong grip on it, and you can twist the arm right, and you can get kind of a two-handed looking pose, which looks really cool. Okay, but you can also just do a cool little pose, just kind of holding it off. This hand, other than that, there's not much you're going to do with this hand. He's not going to hold it, and it's just an open palm. But I think it still looks cool, and just the overall look of this guy, again, like Boba Fett, people just seem to be intrigued by this guy and wanted to know more about this guy, even though he has such a small amount of screen time. This guy is just, it's one of the best done figures that Hasbro has done in this Black Series line. I know I said that before, and it seems like every review I've seen of this has been saying that. So I'm really, really glad that I got this guy in my collection. And again, I like to do a little size comparison. So here is Han. I think the scale is good there. And if you want a taller figure, so here's Chewbacca. So you can see, and we'll get the camera up. So there. Again, scale is, they're getting the scale really nice with these figures, I think. So this is one. Now we've seen Boba Fett, and there's an IG-88 figure. Also Greedo, who's a bounty hunter, and he's been done. We got Bossk. I'm sure we're going to get Forlom and Zuckuss and Dengar at some point down the line. I think Forlom and Zuckuss have already been announced. I think, not positive about that, but I think it's going to be really cool when we get all 6 of those bounty hunters that we saw in Empire Strikes Back and just put them side to side. It's going to be really neat to have that sort of like mini collection, little offshoot collection, standing on our shelf. So overall, this is just a taste of some good things to come. When we get figures like this, sometimes Hasbro lets us down, but I don't think they let us down this time on this guy. I'm just raving about this guy. I'm really loving this figure. Just looks so cool, just every angle, I think. Just so many cool options that you could pose this guy in. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this review. Black Series 6-inch scale Bossk, just very cool bounty hunter. As usual, comment, rate, subscribe, share, like, favorite, all that stuff. I always love to see your feedback, and I'm just, it's always uplifting to see the positive stuff that I get when I post these reviews from you guys. It's really keeps me wanting to do this. So there you go. I'll see you next time. Until my next review, may the Force be with you.